Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Ducks will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Page. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Throws to the tight end. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Guys, let's chat about Florida. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next one?
Man, there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
The Gators are on the move. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Slater. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with it.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Banks.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
The Ducks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, the running back has it. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
And on that run, he shows you his speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
Fires to the big fella. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Good timing on the quick out. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Turning it on! Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Right on target this time. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
He'll do it himself. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Oregon! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. got it behind the line. It's Slater. There he goes. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
And the Gators have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Now the play fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
The Gators lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Quickly to the tight end. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They push it out to the 39 after picking up 5. The Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, and we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
And the Gators have their offense in high gear. Looking downfield on first down. Going for the big play. Makes the catch at the 20. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
And on the defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Gators had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Keeps looking downfield. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Gators will try to pick it up on 4th down. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, looking to pass. Got it! So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. It may seem like a really aggressive call, but David, you settle for 3 there. It's like handing a win to the defense.
Yeah, and I like aggressive. Aggressive is good for offenses, and we've seen it time and time again. You get beat when you kick field goals. That's something that you look back, it's a big stat. So I like the aggressiveness to go for it, especially when you get it. Like, easy decision, right? First down.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on first down, stopping the run. Here we go on second. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll go to the air on second and short. Touchdown, Florida! The offense cashing it in on that drive. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Works the middle. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Flips it out to the back. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him twice. Shoot, let's go to him a third time.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Fakes to grab. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
And, man, this quarterback is on fire this drive. They've run 5 plays offensively. He's thrown it all 5 times. He's 5 for 5, and now he has him down here on the goal line. Why not go 6 for 6 with a tutty?
And the Ducks will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And we saw it last week with this offense, right? They know who they are down here. They're going to be physical. They gave him the football, and what did he do? He rewarded you with 2 touchdown runs. I look for this offense to continue the physicality and hand that man the ball again.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them.
Pulls it in down the middle. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Fires to the middle. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Takes the easy one to the back. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. The Ducks in the hurry up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up. And you got to communicate.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages. Because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The play fake. Fires to the middle. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Oh, they're after him! And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And he missed it. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
I know not something we take for granted, guys, but Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
They're going back to the ground. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned away.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
They'll try to run it in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who could run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Makes the catch. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's third and goal from the 1. They'll move the tight end. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. So they got nothing on the last play. Here's third and goal from the 1. The snap sets up the throw. Touchdown, Gator! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. BYU is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Ty Detmer, this might not be over just yet. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Kansas State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback. And the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play. That forced the incompletion.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. It's complete on the right side. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And guys, with the empty backfield on 2nd and short, might they take a shot here? Looking to fire. He's got his man, makes the grab. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Ducks will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Immediately fires to the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Quick completion on the out. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Looking to throw on first down. Works the middle of the field. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
That touchdown pass at the end of the half is really going to help out this quarterback's confidence. The extra point's going to give them the lead. You got to feel good heading in at halftime. When you're up on the scoreboard, expect them to keep throwing it around in the second half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Knocked down for the tackle. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
The exact energy they talked about at halftime, like coming out with right now for this defense. You're trailing, but it's a close game. It's a one-possession game. Come out and set the tone. That's exactly what they did, forcing the punt on the first drive.
He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. It's a draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Runs through a tackle.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing in this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Leaves it with the running back. Finding open areas. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you can tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Quickly complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the mark. Touchdown, Florida! They take the lead with the 6. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. He's got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. He's looking to throw. They get it into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. The lead stands at 7.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. He's got an open man. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
The quick out. Breaks into the open. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Motion from the wideout. To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He's got him this time. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Love the accuracy on that curl throw by the quarterback, putting it right in the numbers, right in the breadbasket of his wide receiver.
The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Rides the back and leaves it. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll come to the line, 90 seconds to play here in the third. Quarterback making checks. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Got him downfield. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
The play-action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Touchdown, Gator! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in the groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all, just showing it off left and right. But when you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his back in the middle. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They go to the counter. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Lost to fire on second down. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistent.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. The screen, and watch out. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
It'll be 3rd and long. Offense changing the play. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Here's a hit. He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. UAB is putting on a show offensively. They've built up a comfortable lead against an opponent that's really been outmanned. They're up by 17 over Army. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
From the gun to give, looking for room. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the right. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. It'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
To the air on 2nd down. Right on the money. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
And the Ducks are flying down the field. DB's right up on the receivers. Looking left. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down?
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been dialed in.
The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got a man. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these 1st downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd and goal for the offense. Looking to fire. He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Oregon! Quick strike through the air for the score.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Montgomery. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the 1st. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30. It's 3rd and short.
Here we go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over, and they almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
They kick it away on 4th down. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Back, and here comes the offense. They close the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. Takes a shot. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Banks. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. to go up top on first down. Rushes on him. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
With this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but if you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket, don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
Line to change now on 2nd and long. From the gun, the ground game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Pulls it in, it's Griffin. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
I love players that step up in big situations, in big moments, in big games like that, late in this game on 3rd down, and just getting the job done. That defender, an outstanding job. Outstanding work right there on that pass rush.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Gators will try to run out the clock in the final minute. The give on the inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Montgomery. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both